Many thanks for staying on News 360. Let's head straight on for the details with Pakwisi.
Right, in our very first story, the Electoral Commission will bar over 70,000 people from voting in the 2016 general elections for double registration.
The Commission says it has discovered the set number of people registered at different places in the country.
The 70,000 voters, the EC said, changed their identity in various forms but forgot their fingerprints could not be changed.
I wonder, why do we have to replace the current good register? I can show you, I picked this record, it's on my table here, the multiple registration that we have, which we shared with all the registered political parties. We kept them for over 2 weeks, adjudication. These are the names of people who had gone in more than once. Apart from the names, there are photographs, how they change themselves and that. And some of them were saying that prosecute them. Okay? But when it comes to passing this information to the electorate, I don't know what is happening.
But the Commission says that it will be difficult since the intent for the double registration cannot be readily established. Certain political parties have doubted the legitimacy of the voters' register, saying it is overbloated.
Even at the Supreme Court, I don't think the question of the credibility and the integrity of the voters' register was questioned by any of the Supreme Court justices. The one that mentioned something about the register talk about, ensuring that the registers are printed in time to be given to all registered political parties.
The NPP, for instance, says the Commission has registered minors who will have to be fished out of the register, and this can only happen if the register is redone. But the Commission says it will not reopen the register since it is in conformation with the Ghana Statistical Services figures.
Check from the Statistical Service. We've been telling people, what is the registrable population? If I talk of registrable population, I'm talking of how many Ghanaians are 18 and above. Before we went in for the 2012, they gave us 14.3 million. And I tell you, Odelia, we registered slightly less than 14.1 million.
The Commission hopes to add to the current figure of 14.3 million to over 15 million in the 2016 general elections. The voter register will be reopened in 2016 for people who just turned 18 and those who have never registered to do so.
The Commission has meanwhile apologized for the District Assembly election fiasco which occurred on March 3rd.
It describes the episode as communication failure on the part of Parliament. The Commission has also proposed a July deadline for the election.
I want to sincerely apologize, first of all, to all the aspiring assembly members who wanted to get into the district assemblies, the incumbents, the voters. Some of them had even moved to their villages because they wanted to be part and parcel of voting. I went to the government printer to get a copy, official copy of the CI 85, and I was informed that okay, we've printed it, but it is not out for sale because we are waiting for communication from Parliament to tell us that the law has matured. Then if we get that, then we shall indicate in that document the date that the law has come into force.
So Parliament,
that there was that communication gap.
So Parliament did not communicate to the Commission?
Absolutely.
Alhaji Amadou Sule said the Attorney General was working on extending the tenure of the current assemblyman through a legal provision.
The Ministry of Local Government, together with the Attorney General's Department, they are looking at all these things.
He rebutted the need for all commissioners to resign in the face of the failed elections. Depending on how long the matter would spend in Parliament, the election may go on by July.
Okay, the organization of the election, as I was saying, will be determined by when the CI matures for us to receive nominations. If the CI matures, and we should give ourselves, he said, around about 2 weeks to receive nominations, and give the printers about 2 months so that we avoid the third elections. So based on these calculations, that is why it was estimated that we may go to about July. But I think it could be earlier.
The Electoral Commission will need 90 million cedis to organize the coming election if it will ever come to pass. The Electoral Commission lost its case in court when a fisherman challenged them on his legitimacy to file for nomination. The District Assembly election since its inception has been fraught with different challenges, but the Electoral Commission says it will use the election as a litmus test for the 2016 elections.